touch me, just don't touch me. You're ugly, just don't touch me. You're ugly. These women love me, bro. They tryna me. That's the wrong way, me back. Your buddy, if he get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that nigga burn me, dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's ready, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's ready, you cannot control this. You gonna blow.
We are approximately 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, Commanders Field in Landover, Maryland. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. You talk about this Washington defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Throwing is Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Allen, the man in motion left. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's out wide here for Robinson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. Duvernay in motion. To throw, Williams. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Throwing now is Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Daniels. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Daniels looking to throw. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To the air, Williams. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw is Williams. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On the ground, here's the fourth-round pick from April's draft. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Daniels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw is Daniels. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Gable and Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington has taken the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Seibert now to kick this thing away. Pushing his way through. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. Always got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Williams will get this out wide to Odunze. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 6. On the give, here's Robinson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Duvernay in motion. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's Daniels.
Hyatt able to make the catch downfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
To the air goes Daniels. Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Josh Oliver,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
Rome Odunze,
71 yards.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Flushed out right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he rifles one incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Robinson with another carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
To throw, it's Williams.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break. Daniels. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Here's Williams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down at 17. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right on the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there, with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Robinson up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
In motion left goes Allen. Throwing is Williams. Throw right side taken in by Odunze. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Williams. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 70. And the Bears have come back to make it a 2-point game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing now is Daniels. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that, incomplete. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Daniels. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. A dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Muscles by at the 25. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They run. Robinson. Able to spin free. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Robinson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Here's Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw, Williams. That's out wide here for Robinson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Williams going to sneak it. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab. And this is going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. Escapes the defender.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run again here with Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Santos' kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 89 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
I guess at the very least they got the tackle from keeping it out of the end zone.
Yeah, you look at that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And diving to try to get the first down. He's going to be a little bit shy of the marker.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try to run this one in.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And some room to roam now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Well, plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, Odunze wide open. It's complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It's 3rd and 11.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere.